Okay, well, let me just say preemptively as we go into this. I know we're already live.
Why didn't you name your new kid Eleander?
You know what? I should have. The next
In
one,
honor.
The next one I will name some combination of every character's name that has played in my campaigns.
Nice. Okay. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's okay. That's totally fine.
Interrupt him the entire session, please. I beg of you.
Okay. But for realsies, if things need to slow down a little bit because of what you got going on, just let me know, and I'll do that. Okay, so we're gonna start today with no music, of course.
Classic.
Well, you just have to fucking tune in, motherfucker, and suck my balls, remember?
Wow. So you're streaming us right now, but
That's clip. That's fucking clip.
What are you talking about? I'm not streaming us.
The music is on, but you are on cams. You're on the cam screen.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, you are.
Oh, I see. Yes. Yes.
Not a big deal, but that was happening.
I see. I was streaming the same tab. Yeah. I gotcha. All right, Frank, you can add on.
all right.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so let's begin. So last session was, there was a lot of catching up, a lot of mustard, and you guys tried to figure out maybe there's some townsfolk that are infected with this black water. You started whistling this tune on your boat. You got accustomed to your boat. It was nice. And then you jumped into a little bit of a party here. Okay, we skipped over a bunch, but you found a party that Gellan is throwing for a gentleman that you had a big long conversation with, who goes by Lieutenant Nightfallen, as far as you're concerned. And this party is somewhat of a just regular, normal party that he's throwing, that he kind of throws every once in a while, but also on behalf of this new replacement for Eleander, who seems like a pretty decent dude. To start your time at the party, Grix stepped forward as Gellan called him up with this young girl on this little stage in the middle of town. And everybody watched as Gellan was going to have him play fight and reenact this battle fought with these smugglers and pirates in this haunted mansion. And lo and behold, he whispered into Grix's ear that this little girl was in fact the enemy, and then started to sing a song or hum a song in your ear that was supposed to trigger you to react to the black water and actually potentially kill this girl. Grix had a pretty reasonable, not very rash response, and he turned and used the most powerful spell he has in his arsenal.
That is false. But
A third level Chaos Bolt, point blank, straight to his face. Which
to the dome piece.
we rolled, and we have to find out whether it hits. So that's where we're going to begin today's session.
You forgot one little bit of information.
What's that?
While he was telling me that the girl was the enemy, he slipped a dagger into my hand.
Yes, of course. I absolutely forgot that. So instead of place fighting with wooden swords, he slipped an actual dagger into your hand. So let's see if it hits. Grix, you look into the eyes of Gellan, rage overcoming you as you realize what he's trying to get you to do. Ruin your life in front of all of these people by killing somebody in cold blood. So instead of killing somebody in cold blood, you kill someone else in cold blood by launching a third level Chaos Bolt. And as you look at Gellan, you see red filling his eyes as your Chaos Bolt comes out as psychic damage. And it does hit. And you can see almost instantly his body starts to break down. Blood comes out of different pores in his skin. It is clearly a massive, massive overkill. That you,
How much damage? Can you say the damage real quick?
Where did we roll that? We rolled that in here.
Yep.
You did 26 psychic damage with that spell.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that I did. That one, yep. Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
And as Gellan kind of
Bill
looks
Swift would be proud.
on you, you see the same look contort onto his face as he gives you one last, almost pitiful, and somewhat loving look at you. This man who took you in from your goblin tribe when no one else would, housed you, gave you work. And yet the rage overcomes you for what he has done to you in recent times, and your connection to him mentally, emotionally, and now your connection to him even on this plane of existence is fully severed. As a gasp comes over the entire crowd, and you can hear a pin drop as Gellan Primewater, council member of Saltmarsh, falls to his knees and crumbles before you. We are going to jump over to Peaches as you all soak in that scene. Peaches, you, and bear in mind, feel free to let me know if we got to slow things down a little bit. No big deal. You had an interesting night last night. You flew up into the trees as the King's Guard started pouncing down onto the center of the grove. Clearly they were waiting for you, and as you make your way into the trees, you find that as you look around, you can see there are pigeons flying every which way, taking in the scene, creating a bit of a perimeter around the entirety of Saltmarsh. Eventually, you find your way out of there. You find a good place to get your rest. And the next day, you fly towards Saltmarsh in the morning, and you have to wait for a good long while in the sky as you make your way over to Manistrad's. You see her moseying about through the windows, but you can't get much closer as you are much too high up, waiting for these pigeons, these sentries, to dissipate. After several hours, I'll say it's about 9 in the morning, the pigeons, in unison, from all over Saltmarsh, start making their way back to Gellan Primewater's mansion. You also see that the town is quite busy, setting up for a party. I'll say that you can make your way down. If there's nothing else that you would like to do on your way down, you can make your way down to Manistrad's, and you catch that there was a window left halfway open. You could either get your way in through there on the top floor, or you could make your way just to the front door.
I'll just make my way to the front door. I'm not trying to be completely conspicuous to her. Inconspicuous, whatever.
Okay. So you make your way over. Oop. Let me give you
I can't remember which house.
That's okay. To be honest with you, I'm struggling to remember too. I gotta get your token shifted.
It's like somewhere down here. Wait, it's right where she is, isn't it? No, it's here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's not that
So it's
one.
like right across from Elian.
That's right. Okay, so you make your way to the front door. Say you give it a knock, and quickly rushing to the door, in a bit of a tiff. Oh, who's coming this early? She opens the door and sees you. Peaches. Where the... Get in here.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Also, I'm just going to let you know your mic is cutting. It's just your noise gate.
My push to talk?
It might be your push to talk, yeah.
Yeah, I don't... Actually, wait, let me make sure it is on.
It might just be your noise gate, too.
So if that's gonna be
We'll try it out. We'll try it out. So if you make your way in, she'll shut the door behind you.
yeah, sorry I said that, but apparently it cut out.
Oh, okay. Where have you been? I have been looking every day.
I've been here and there. Sorry for disappearing and making you worry. It's not what I intended.
Well, I was, and this is... I mean, everything's been so crazy since that day, and I didn't know what you were thinking of everything, or if you were safe. I mean, what's been happening? What have you been doing?
Well, mostly, yeah, I want to try something first, and I'm gonna whistle the tune for the Blackwater.
Okay.
And see how she reacts.
And she just stares at you for a moment. She just keeps staring, watching you. And she just kind of...
No change.
What are you doing?
All right. Well, I needed to make sure that you weren't under Gellan's thumb, so to speak.
And tweeting a little song is supposed to
The
give you...
activation code. Seen it firsthand. Gellan's been the one behind all of this from the get-go. And it is the Blackwater. I know that everybody in the council didn't want to believe us. Didn't want to make themselves look bad, I guess. But he's been controlling people through this. I know this because he got to Grix pretty much in front of me. And I've actually personally seen that same Blackwater be expelled from him.
And Eleander?
Seems to have been under the same kind of control. It's probably what caused him to go off the deep end and kill the entire ship in the first place. But this is all sworn to secrecy. Ida and Anders, as far as I know, they do know what we do know, or what we've told them. But I haven't actually had a full conversation with them about it. At least not since Eleander died.
I don't think I'm at much risk. I don't see why he'd ever want to come for me. I mean, Eleander, he at least had, the guard under his control, so maybe there was some power to it. I can't imagine what he would want with the mines, or any of my guys.
I think it would be more so to have people when he needs them to suit his plans, I guess. It could have been anything, and it could have been anyone. I really don't know. But yeah, it was him from the beginning.
So, look, I think I'm learning just to take your word for it here. What's the plan then? What are you going to do?
I honestly don't know. I wish I had a plan. I wish I knew what to do. I don't. We need to prove that it's him somehow. But we also need to not let him know that we're onto him. And try and save face in front of the town as well, which, for all I know, has gone to shit already.
No, I don't think that's true. I think there's a lot of good happening here, despite everything. I mean, you have to believe that. Otherwise, what's the point?
That's a good question. It's the question of the.
Well, we have a good thing going, and I'm still afraid of what's to come. We just keep digging, you know, trying to make something good happen. And if I'm honest, I'd like to stay as far away from this whole mess. I never really liked Gellan anyways, but I don't want to get involved. I'm already on thin ice.
About that, are you aware that they've brought in someone for the mines?
What do you mean?
Ida told us last night that when they brought in someone for Eleander to be replaced, they also brought in someone for the mines. I don't know if that means to replace you or if it's to oversee or something like that, but I don't think you're safe. That's kind of why I came back.
Well, I know somebody's here from the kingdom, but I was from the kingdom. Why would they replace me? I didn't do anything.
Might be because of all the issues with Eleander and you being implicated at the docks that night. I don't know. This is just my thoughts on it, but that's all I know.
Well, and she just looks very, like, distraught and kind of frazzled. Well, I don't want to leave. But if they replace me, I have no purpose.
We need a crew. If they do.
You want to put me on a ship?
I've always trusted you. It's everyone else that I don't trust now. And that's big for me. You know that.
Well, I can't swim. So, unless you're gonna tie me down to the deck...
Is that why you didn't go on the ship that night?
It might be. Might be that I try to keep my hands clean from all of this. I knew there was something bad going on with that ship.
Yeah, I'm still, that's still got me reeling. I really don't know who I can trust anymore, and I'm still embarrassed about the whole thing. Like, it's all pretty much because we got cocky and in over our heads, and now all of this is coming down on possibly your head, and Eleander's dead, and the entire council's been masterminded by Gellan. I don't... It's been a lot to process, and that's kind of why I took off, was because... well, I was embarrassed. I didn't want to come back and face you before I had some sort of answer, I guess.
Well, I didn't know what to say either, so maybe it was best. But look, we're in this together. I think I can trust the others on the council. And
So
I
far,
can trust
Anders
you.
and Ida are good. We've tested them with that song, I think, multiple times, and they seem to be okay.
And I mean, they don't act any different than they normally do. So there's no reason, at least for now, to suspect otherwise. And like I said, I trust you. I think I can trust your group if you trust them. And I've always trusted the people here. I feel good here. So Unless they ask me to go back, I'm gonna find a way to stay.
You definitely can trust me. You can trust my group too. Duldrin does. Can tell you that. And with that, I'm gonna drop my disguise of my original visage and show her the arm and the leg.
Aye. What?
I found the grove.
What? The one you were talking about all that
The one
time?
that Duldrin talked about. We found it, and I actually saw Duldrin.
And you
got to
grew
talk to him.
your leg.
Grew my leg back.
I mean, no offense. Who cares about?
What the fuck?
Aye. That's amazing. And you said you saw Duldrin was there.
His spirit. Apparently, he's always with me, I guess. And I got to talk to him, and he gave me this. It used to be my leg.
Can you talk to him now?
I haven't been able to since then, but I know that he's, I guess, with me, watching over.
Well,
He'd
if you
probably hear you if you wanted to say something to him.
if you do talk to him, tell him we found more of that ore, like a lot more. That's why he was so deep, and why he was rushing. He got excited. He found it, and he knew it was something different. So he'll be happy to know we're putting it to good use.
Does Peaches know about this ore?
Yeah, you guys talked about it a bit.
Okay, I just wasn't sure. I don't know if I was actually part of that conversation, that one session where it was brought up, but all right, I definitely will, and obviously be careful going that far down for that much ore.
Aye, we're making sure we're not going any deeper. That's for sure. So, look, Gellan is he's putting together a little party today. I think you might want to at least show up.
All right, well, if you do see me again, I'm going to be looking the way that I did. Ida doesn't want us to talk about having gone to the grove, so just don't mention anything about my leg.
Aye. Well, why don't you you can stay here. I'll feed you. You look like you need food.
I could use a hot meal.
And I'll make it happen. And we've only got a few hours anyways. And she'll head to the kitchen, start frying up a bunch of different meats and potatoes and make you a big meal.
While we eat, I'm going to tell her about like pretty much everything from the last time I saw her to now, like the blizzards, the war, the crocodile, show her the heart, everything in the Dreadwood.
Well, you just dove in head first then, didn't you?
Apparently I've got a knack for trouble.
Well, let's keep you out of trouble, at least for the next few hours. I'm sure the party's going to be pretty quiet anyways.
Yeah, pretty quiet.
I think I might try and stay at least a little bit hidden at first until I'm needed. Just because I did disappear out of nowhere after the grove last night, so maybe the element of surprise around Gellan will be good.
That's a good idea. Just don't, I would say let's not cause a ruckus.
Well, I have been known to cause them, but I'll try.
All right. So, she now knows kind of everything you've done. You are, she is well informed. And I'll say that you guys just kind of hang out together, catch up, mend what was broken a little bit, and you carry on. As long as there's nothing else you want to kind of reveal to her or anything like that, then I will...
Not that I can think.
We can hop back to current moment. So I'll say we already talked a little bit about what you were getting into for where you might end up here. So I'm just... Before I jump over, I'm just trying to... There we go. They've got new tokens for everything. They're like indicators. Okay, so let's jump back to the party. Now you guys...
I have something that needs to happen first.
Okay, fair enough.
Upon casting the Chaos Bolt, I'd like to recharge my Tides of Chaos.
Okay.
As well. So I'll just roll my D100.
Yeah.
83.
Okay, just give me 1 sec.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna come.
I thought I had it available, or else I would have mentioned it last before the session, obviously. But
That's okay.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Can you roll a d10 for me, please?
I guess.
Do you know what this is? Did you read it?
Is this wild?
I didn't. No, I don't. Yeah, this is wild magic. I don't know. I purposely don't read the wild magic table.
You're gonna shrink 8 inches.
Oh,
A 10.
you fucking... you fucking...
That's probably good. That's probably
Tell me
good.
you just disappeared.
Just don't anybody read this. Don't find the table. Oh, that is just such a bad series of rolls.
A bad series of rolls? That seems like great. That seems 10 seems great.
He goes invisible for 1d10 minutes.
He ends up in the ethereal plane.
Frank's like, I planned this entire thing, and one roll just changed it all.
Oh, well, it's fine. Now let me explain to you before we just 1 sec.
Write this in the forums. On the Reddit, Frank.
Oh, no, he's doing a radius. Oh no.
Okay.
Wait, actual fireball?
Okay.
No.
You just bear in mind, I'm gonna be talking, and as I'm talking, anybody can cut me off at any time to interject what they want to do. However, this is what happens. So you see Gellan just blasted with this this psychic damage chaos bolt. Eyes go red, bleeding from his pores, his ears bleed. And then he drops to his knees, clearly dead, just slumped over. And then you see Gellan, like he kind of like twists up and contorts, and like the life is just sucked out of his cheeks, and his skin grips to his bones. As does the little girl behind you. And the leather worker, Feyorn, who is standing right here, and one of the king's guards as well. While they may not drop to the ground dead, you see them as well, just reeling from this necrotic blast.
Max damage, huh?
This max damage necrotic blast that sucks the life out of Gellan, the little girl, and these other people standing close enough. Cade, you feel this, you just feel this blast just curl up in front of your face. And this green smoke just sucks in towards Grix. Grix, you regain a shitload of health points. Yeah, you
I
regain,
don't suppose it's a temp health.
Yeah.
you regain up to your maximum 40 necrotic damage or necrotic health. And at this, let me tell you, nobody is happy right now. Standing in the audience,
Is the little girl dead?
Dead.
she is dead. Dead.
She's like one hit.
The smile has been wiped from her face.
Oh.
Her cheeks have sucked in, and it's like all of the life and it's like the blood has turned to dust in her veins.
Oh no.
And her skin just wraps tightly to her skull. Her eyes kind of bulge out, and she just weakly just drops to the ground. Let me figure out a way how to proceed forward here. Shall we? In this fucking mess that I thought I had planned out, thinking about this every night for the last 4 nights. Let me just shift gears a little bit here, okay?
You literally could have said, no, you should have told me you wanted to recharge it before the session started.
No, we're not going to do that. Right.
So that just happened.
Yep.
So this entire thing was pointless. She died anyway.
Let me tell you, there's a bunch of guards running up to you right now.
I'm gonna drop the staff and fall to my knees and see the damage that was just caused by my chaos magic as well on everything. And I'm going to immediately try to rush the girl and try to cast Cure Wounds on her. Not expect I don't expect it to work, but I'm gonna at least attempt to revive her.
Okay. So the guard that was impacted by this necrotic blast and Kiorna both kind of fall down. They're very, very distraught. They've had their a lot of damage taken out of them. You hear a horrific shriek come from the audience as a woman runs forward.
Oh.
Beating her to the punch, though, is a guard and your old pal, Greg.
Oh, fuck.
They run up to you as you bend down to cast Cure Wounds, and after all this powerful magic leaves your body, and you feel this, just this powerful sorcerer blood coursing through your veins. It instantly fades as you try to cast Cure Wounds, and nothing comes out. Nothing happens. And the guard, heavy, tall, fully geared up, runs up and tackles you to the floor.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to put up any resistance.
Greg, your old partner, runs up, grabs you as well. As the guard tries to force Greg away, he's grabbing you, shaking you, with tears in his eyes. What did you do? What did you do? And the mother comes running up, screaming, as the guard who had the blast done to him has enough wherewithal to stand up and kind of grab her in. It isn't much work for him, given his frame, but he looks very, very beaten down. But he's able to hold her back as she just shrieks and cries.
Frank, I messaged you.
Okay. And
My mouth is just gonna open to try to say something,
okay.
and I'll just. It's the staff. It was cursed. The goblins in the Dreadwood. They cursed the staff. I didn't realize the kind of powerful magic that would come out of it. I was just playing around. I don't know what happened. Gellan, the girl. What has happened? I didn't know this would happen. I couldn't control it.
And the audience starts screaming, "Murderer! Killer!" And this woman from the back starts running up, yelling, looking back and forth. "A diamond! Diamond! Somebody! Give me a diamond!"
Oh, please, please, please.
Can I have somebody who hasn't participated yet, because there's 3 of you that have been pretty chill. Can I have one of you please roll me a D100?
Please. Oh, please.
I don't want this to fall on my shoulders.
No, this is a Feyorn thing for sure. I can feel it. Or actually, this is a berry thing. I can feel it.
This is bad.
Okay,
Yeah. Please, someone have
Alright.
a fucking diamond. Please, someone
Well,
have a diamond.
one.
Someone have a diamond. Someone have a diamond, please. Please.
Did it roll?
71. Please. Please.
Amidst all this calling for murder, like murderer screaming at Grix, this woman, not very many people are paying attention to her. Only really the 3 of you that are in the crowd here can hear this woman. She's screaming it and running towards the stage.
And nobody's paying attention.
They're all just like, I mean, they're totally wrapped up in the scene.
I'll turn and to other bystanders and just mimic her and just kind of relay her message. A diamond. Who has a diamond? Does anybody have a diamond?
Okay, roll me a D100.
1D100 coming up. This is a box of doom roll. Can I know what number I have to roll? 34.
34. Cade, your calls go unanswered.
Wow, fall on deaf ears, huh?
No.
Can I get all 3 of you to give me an Arcana check, please?
Can I perceive if anybody has a diamond? Can I see like if anybody's wearing diamond anything?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Because I'm about to
People do.
fucking pull up. Because this motherfucker right here, she looked like she got a diamond. Perception, 15.
15. Okay. And then I need all 3 of you to give me an Arcana check as well.
Would you take athletics?
Well, sorry. Did you say that everyone should roll Arcana or everyone should roll Perception?
I needed Arcana.
Mine's at disadvantage because I'm drunk.
Yes, it is. Oh yeah, you didn't catch that one, Meg. Feyorn's drunk. Arcana 6 and
Well, Barry.
10.
10.
Yeah, Barry.
Yeah, Dr. Barry.
drunk.
Cade, you just know that this diamond is being hunted for some sort of spell. The rest of you have no idea. And Cade, you can see actually that Gellan, on one of his shriveled fingers, is actually a pretty ritzy looking diamond ring. It's got quite a few diamonds actually bored into it. Little ones, but diamonds nonetheless.
I'm gonna run up there then. I'm gonna try and run up there, run past the guards, run past Greg here, and grab the diamond. I'm not trying to hide it. I'm not trying to be sneaky or anything. Just grab that diamond off his hand and try and relay it to my fucking queen.
You're gonna give it to her and she's gonna run away with diamond.
I'm actually gonna get down on one knee and give it to her and see like what the vibe is, you know? Like shit.
All the while, by the way, Greg is like, he's just fucking hysterical. Like, what did you do? What did you do? Okay, and nobody stops you. Everybody in the audience, like, it's like they're just frozen. They're screaming, but they don't know whether to move forward. They don't know whether to stand back. The only people that are moving here are the guards, who start making their way in. Anders takes a step forward. Manistrad takes a few steps forward with Britain. And Kiorna actually kind of falls back and starts being tended to by these two commoners on the side here. Okay, so you, Cade, you go and propose to this woman?
I go and propose with the diamond ring, and I tell her that here's a diamond. You're looking for a diamond, and I'll hand her the ring. What the fuck are you doing, pal? This motherfucker is slamming this thing around, dude.
Okay, and so you hand off the ring. She gladly takes it. And while you hand her the ring, you all hear this loud, metallic thudding.
Oh, fuck.
Breaks the side, like the kind of shock. And you see, you kind of get the vibe of that this was supposed to be like a ceremonial entrance, clearly turned into sheer chaos and panic as two of those metallic constructs at the end of the street, flanking the lieutenant, are sprinting up, destroying barrels and crates filled with goods as they run, and they make their way up to the center with the lieutenant making his way forward as well.
As this is happening, so I hand off the ring and I see this happening. I'm gonna just splash out some holy water. Grant peace to the departed soul as they journey into the eternal embrace. May they spirit rest and tranquility in your divine and infinite grace. And I'm gonna cast bless as on myself, Grix, and actually I'll do on Grix, Wyatt, and Feyorn. And Bayorn, yeah, I mean Bayorn. I mean Barry. Shit. Hit the remix on that one. Just in case. So I'm just gonna get bless up on everybody. So you get a D4 to attack rolls or saving throws.
I need it.
Yeah.
Okay. As you pass, so I'll say that they're kind of still running up the street. They're not quite there. As you pass over the ring, the woman just kind of like looks at you, gives you like a "you couldn't handle me anyways," and then two of these. So,
She saw Drake's meat, bro. Now she doesn't want me, bro. No.
Past every these kind of guards and just makes her way up to the girl, and you see that she kind of bends down quickly but gingerly, takes the girl's head into her hand, and you see her casting some sort of spell that you recognize is a healing spell of some sort.
Please, please, please.
You see the sucked in skin of this girl clinging to her bones start to fill, and a little bit of color comes back to her face. Her eyes, instead of being this grotesque, like bulging scene, they kind of close shut, and you can even see the blood start flowing. And as this woman casts Revivify,
Thank God!
breaking some of the diamonds into dust as the spell gets cast. And the little girl comes back.
Thank God.
Half the audience sees it. They start cheering amongst the pandemonium, but they're still in this mix of like fury with Grix. And the little girl comes back and just starts looking around, sees her mom. The guard lets the mother go, and the mother, just crying, scoops up the girl and sits on the floor with her in her lap and just kind of like rocks back and forth. The mother looks up at this woman, just says, "Thank you. Thank you." And just holds the girl and like strokes her hair.
Is Grix being held down by guards?
Yep. And more of them are kind of coming too. And I'll say at this point, 2 of them now stand him up and they're holding him by the shoulders. They kick the staff into the center of the court, causing a bunch of the commoners to spread out. And all eyes are on Grix. Grix, I need you to, with that kind of desperate plea, I need you to give me a... You're either going to give me a performance or a deception check, depending on what you actually know as Grix.
Deception.
Okay.
I would like to. Oh, I don't have it paired up. Hold on. I rolled a 5, but I would like to use my Tides of Chaos.
Nice.
Is he blessed?
I'm also blessed. Good call.
I think it's only
that's
attack
saving
rolls.
Throws. Yeah.
Yeah.
Attack rolls and saving throws.
Not a
Sorry.
ability.
I'm using my Tides of Chaos. It's okay. We're okay. That's a 13. I would like to use my inspiration. Let's go! Yo, baby, that's what I needed. Hopefully.
I mean,
So, I'll say that, like, given your powerful delivery of this deception, people, like, really back up against the walls. At this point, the lieutenant comes forward, too. And Feyorn, I don't know if you're still... Okay, I was going to say...
I'll back. Hearing them come behind me, I'll move to the side.
You see him with his hands down to his sides. You see him just kind of like wave a finger, just like this motion. Almost nobody would notice that, but he just kind of waves a finger very quickly. And the 2 metal constructs just stay where they are. And the lieutenant makes his way forward. This guard also stands over here. Makes his way forward and he looks down at Gellan. He takes a knee. And those closest to him, Grix and Cade, you see that he puts his hand over Gellan's eyes and shuts his eyelids. And he says a prayer in the name of the king. That may he be welcomed in the king's men, in the king's people, in that afterlife. And Cade, you look up at this powerful paladin who you know could be capable of potentially doing the same thing that that woman did and bringing him back to life. But he accepts this death nobly, and he stands up, shield strapped to his arm, and he looks at you, Grix. This towering figure, this half-elf, and he looks down on you. And then he turns his back to you and looks to the audience. This city is blighted. It's blighted with people thinking that they can do anything they want, anytime they want. And that will come to an end. We will be swift with our justice. And he looks over to one of the guards holding you. He says, retrieve what we had for Gellan. And the guard breaks off. And he heads inside the building behind you. You hear some scraping and shifting around inside the building. I was meant to introduce myself today. My name is Lieutenant Damien Nightfallen.
Damien Nightfall. I don't even know. Should I even write it down?
I was sent by the king himself. You should all know how powerful of a statement that is. I will be your second and final unelected member of your council. Some of you will despise my presence. And given recent history, it's clear to me that some of you may attempt to kill me. Well, in the king's name, that is a risk that I am willing to take. I had a speech planned for you all, but I think that today actions will speak better and clearer than words. And Grix, the guard that went inside the building opens the double doors to the front of this building here. And you see him, he drags out a wooden platform, resting on which is like an A-frame, tied to the center of which is a rope.
Oh.
He said that was for Gellan.
He did.
You see, and he sets it up beside you and he starts kind of nailing in the frame. He stands up the frame, starts nailing it into the base. The king does not let such a powerful port in his kingdom go unnoticed to his own eyes. We've done enough digging. We could have and should have predicted Eleander's death. Because you see, one of your own council was corrupt. He was working directly with not only the Sea Princes, which some of you above table will know are a bit of a rowdy group that own a pretty large swath of land directly next to your kingdom, and they have their own rules that they abide by. And the Scarlet Brotherhood, which above table, some of you will know, is a underground group that are very influential, but they are much more brutal in their tactics.
That was the Sea Ghost folk and the Mansion folk, right?
That was some of them.
They were wearing red bandana.
His riches were made on the backs of you, the hardworking people of Saltmarsh. But no longer. Grix, you enacted your own justice, and while the conclusion was one that was forthcoming, you do not get to enact the will of the king by your own hand. Am I clear? And he looks to the audience. And then he looks at the woman who revived this little girl. Making choices between life and death is something that will need to be run through me henceforth. Lastly, as the frame is now being set up here, Grix, and the guards are shuffling you onto it, there will be no lies. There will be no smuggling because there will be no ships leaving this port that do not have every single item inspected, nor will one land at our port without the same treatment. To keep your economy alive, we will dig. And we will dig and dig as deep as we need to go to replace what was once the economy of a fishing and merchant town. Be that the decree of the king. Are there any hesitations?
For the ships?
What's that?
For the ships or for everything?
Are you asking him?
Yeah, sure, I guess, yeah.
Okay. That's an excellent point, Paladin. It will be everything. Every inlet, every outlet. We'll have everything scoured.
I think he meant the hesitation towards everything or the hesitation towards the ship.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. He said, is there any hesitation? And was he meaning towards
Specifically
checking the
Grix,
ships, or was he also adding in Grix being hanged part?
Oh, no, he's just asking if there's any hesitation about anything he said.
And it's very apparent that Grix is about to be hanged?
Oh, it's pretty fucking apparent.
Okay.
While they're carrying me to the hangman's noose, the Davy Jones
Good God.
locker, I'm just gonna be murmuring under my breath. Didn't mean to kill her. I didn't mean to harm the little girl. You have to believe, and I'll keep repeating that, like saying that. My head is down, tears are streaking down my face. I'm not putting up a fight whatsoever, but I am saying those things. My head is down in complete and utter shame.
And you see his, like, the lieutenant's ear kind of perk up. And he turns to you. Did you not hear what I said? You took the justice that would be delivered by the king upon your friend, I suppose, if the reports are correct. You took that into your own hands. That's enough for me. And you get dragged onto this platform.
I'm gonna step in closer. So, and I just had to step on Greg to get closer, but I'll move Greg out of the way.
Anyways.
Okay. Lieutenant Nightfallen, forgive my interruption. I believe this town will benefit from stricter rules and regulations, and I would see to it myself that every nook and cranny gets scoured to ensure that we can rid this town of all the evil that it has built its fortune on. But I would ask of you to rethink your decision about my friend Grix here. A hero of Saltmarsh. I understand that he went against the king's will. That was not of his own volition. That was not blatant disrespect to the king. Gellan is bad. And much more than that, Gellan made Grix his puppet. Grix was under his control since God knows when. So I would hope that you could find it in yourself to understand not only the strength that it took, but the pain that it brought to my friend here to have to do that to Gellan today, as he was forced upon this pedestal to put on a show in front of everybody. This was not just a man trying to take justice into his own hands and steal away the ruling of the king. This was a man. This was a prisoner who was escaping his captor. I would hope you would not jump to such judgment, and if anything, could give a fair trial and allow Grix to prove himself that he wasn't a man up here just looking to kill Mr. Primewater, but a prisoner in his own body, finally finding respite in escaping his grasp.
And while you give that speech to him, he is staring you directly in the eyes. And he takes a moment after you're done speaking. You see him clench his fist, the one that has the shield. And the shield, the rim of it, starts to glow. And he closes his eyes and he bows his head. And after a few moments, he looks up at you. Give me a persuasion check.
Holy.
We haven't rested since the last time we spoke with him, correct?
Yeah, you did. Oh,
Did we?
No,
No.
we woke up, rested, and then we went to him.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. 'cause
Okay.
that thing that you
Yeah.
did last time.
All right, persuasion check.
Persuasion. It's a big one.
I'll make that.
A 21.
Holy shit!
15 on the die, plus 6.
Bro, Frank wants to kill him so fucking bad.
Fucking Cade stepping up like Aragorn, but this is not that.
I can see that you walk in the light. What do you deem a reasonable fate?
Community service.
Yeah.
Know that this answer will be a representation of your own god.
Drink our message.
Oh my god.
Can I speak? Can I say something? After, while after Kate has said what he said.
Sure. I'll let you know, weird little event here. The woman who healed the girl comes and stands beside you, Kate.
Yes! Yes! What do you think, babe? What is a good
Can I ask the guard beside me? That's obviously like getting me ready to put my new favorite necklace on.
Mm-hmm.
To check my right pocket and to pull out the lump of cloth that's in there.
He looks at you and hears you, but he does not react. He just looks towards the lieutenant. They do have you not bound, but they are holding your arms behind your back. One of them, and the other one is just holding the rope, basically waiting to put it around your neck.
Would I be able to reach into my pocket and just like pull it out? No. Okay. Well,
Can I quickly ask? It's nighttime because of the party, right?
No,
it's midday.
It's like the afternoon.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
afternoon. So it's pretty well lit outside, correct?
Yep. And it was like lit too, but now I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay,
the vibes are down.
carry on.
Okay.
Fuck, what do I even say to that?
While he's thinking, you don't think I could like get behind some barrels or something?
You for sure can. Give me a stealth check with advantage. There's a lot going on right now.
Eight. Jesus.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, so you start tucking behind and
I'm doing this. Look at me! Look at me!
Fiorna and I'll say the elf that's with her too. They just kind of like you just like fumble over some of the barrels. And what the fuck are you doing?
Is it? Would you say that behind the barrels there's dim light?
This fucking guy.
What?
Tricky bastard.
That the light behind the barrels is dim?
Yeah, baby.
I mean, I guess.
I need a
I've never
yes or
looked
no that there's dim light
Is it
behind.
dim light? It's like a shadow, right? Like
Yeah.
so, it's dimmer than what's in the street. What the fuck is
think
about?
that's-
Would you say that I'm in an area of dim light?
I'll say that if you can like maybe like push two barrels together and get under the overhang of the roof, sure, the light will be dimmer than what's in the street. So sure.
Well, to do that, would I make a bunch of noise?
Two people are looking at you.
Two people, and that's it? Then I'm moving them. I'm moving them barrels.
Yeah, everybody else is okay.
Let me
And
know
they're
when
just, like, looking at you. Like, what the fuck?
Let me know when I'm in that dim light, baby.
You're in it. Like, what do you? I want to know what. I'm not gonna leave it. I can't handle this. What's going on?
Now I'm invisible.
What?
I'm invisible.
It's an
Give me-
implication.
Are you just invisible in the dim light?
I'm invisible at the moment.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's just in dim light.
What the fuck?
I'll send it. I'll
Shaq
send
right
it to you,
now.
Frank. I'll send it to you, Frank. But I'm invisible now.
Okay.
He's Shaq right now. Remove me from this conversation. Or delete me from this conversation.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
I gave Tanner some time to think with some fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Um,
Now that's metagaming. Can I make dim light from some barrels? Keep thinking, Tanner. Keep thinking.
I'm gonna send it to you now, Frank.
I almost took that too.
I'm. I'm trying to find a way to like make it good, but based off of my god, it's not great. I I don't believe it's my place to put judgment on a hero of Saltmarsh. But before I do, I would ask to you, what punishment would you give a prisoner who freed their captor?
Who freed themselves from
Freed themselves from their captor. Yeah.
The woman beside you adds in, everyone deserves to plead their case. Everyone deserves a second chance. And he kind of like contemplates for a moment, staring at you directly in the eyes. Do you believe those to be the words of Tyr?
I believe Tyr is a heavy-handed god and one of justice. Some see Tyr Some see Tyr as a blind man with just one hand. No. My god is a noble god who's heavy-handed, with a strong sense of justice. And I think had Grix shown up today to deceive, with the intentions to deceive and break rules and play tricks on the city of Saltmarsh for selfish means, I think Tyr would see a just punishment and a swift one as an eye for an eye. But as we look at it outside of quick judgments and initial glances, as we look at it from the perspective of somebody who has been held captive for so long, I believe that my god would allow a case to be given to prove that this was not premeditated, to prove that this was not based on lies and trickery. So yes, I think Grix should be given a chance to prove himself. And should he not be able to do that, you can do as you see fit. Because I know Tyr would do the same.
Gonna start calling Cade Phoenix Ray.
What was the natural number on the dice when you rolled that persuasion check?
A 15.
Cade. Oh no, wait. He would know he was Milo, right?
Yeah.
I think most
Maybe.
people.
Yeah. Milo. Tyr also speaks through me. And I could feel him speaking through you. Is it just, and he looks back to the audience, is it just to allow someone who would so boldly execute, as far as anyone else is concerned, a noble and good member of this council, someone who has only contributed, is that.
You know that not to be the case.
I know that. As well, someone so reckless that they would allow the power that they were born with to go so unchecked, so untrained and undisciplined as to temporarily take the life of a small child.
Upon hearing those words, I want to like audibly start weeping.
I do hear you, Milo. You speak powerful words, and you should always speak powerful words. And Tyr does speak through you. And he kind of leans in to you a bit, and he puts his hand on your shoulder. His menacing now, as it's this close to you, shield kind of blocking out and the rest of the audience, casting a shadow between you two. It's just that you clearly need more training. And he gives a nod to one of the guards. Milo, I will surely be seeking your counsel on some future matters if you'll have it. But today, the council will be between myself and the king. I have a strict mandate. That is to find the killer of Eleander, get this town in order, and Grix, you have clearly placed this town out of order.
I did no harm to Eleander. Please.
But you
I
did
seek an
harm.
audience with the king to plead my case. Bring me in shackles if need be.
As far as you're concerned, you're speaking to him. And he waves his hand and he casts Zone of Truth on the platform you're standing on.
Oh.
Bro, he gets that every long rest. Sheesh.
Is that not a wisdom check or is something like?
It is.
It is.
Or can I just? Or do I? Actually, I'm just not going to dispute it.
Bro,
I'm going to let it happen.
He's
You can choose to pick.
yeah. You can choose to fail it.
Then I'm choosing to fail.
Grix, speak your final words, and let them be the truth.
I'll look up. Look around for Wyatt. Not see him, and some more tears go down my face.
Grix, as you're
Look.
looking around, you can't help but look at the cleavage of that woman, and you notice a very familiar-looking necklace around her neck.
What?
It is the necklace that held the ashes of Doldrin. Peach's necklace.
Oh,
Oh.
I will look at Feyorn in his drunken state. Look at Cade. Give him a slight nod. I want to thank everybody in this town for accepting myself, a goblin, into this beloved town, and that little girl. I
Oops.
truly meant you no harm,
Sorry
and
about that.
for that I am truly sorry, as that will be my last remembering act in this town. But know this, Gellan deserved what he got. He trapped me in my own body for far longer than I wished could be. And if this is the fate that the king wills it, well, then it's the fate that I'll accept. Thank you all. Good night. And I'll just bow my head, close my eyes, think about my fellow goblins back at the camp. How they'll have nobody look out for them anymore. Think about my clan and what could have been my clan. This wasn't my fate. That's it.
Grix, you as you scan the audience, you see someone with a hood standing against a wall under a building, just off to the side here. Looks like it could be a halfling of some sort. And then they raise their head up as you're speaking, and you see the shape of the goblin nose. And you see that is one of your new clan leaders who came here obviously not hoping to see this.
Oh.
And the last thing that you see before you are pushed forward, tilting the A-frame, hanging you, is the coo of a pigeon as it lands on the corner of the A-frame, holding the rope to your neck. And it just looks down at you as you are kicked forward and hanged.
Featherfall, levitate.
Can I struggle at all with the rope?
Yep.
Oh no.
You see Grix kind of kick, squirm. As much as the frame is rocking, the pigeon just stays perched, looking down. And the audience is quiet. They seem torn. They seem uncertain. With a wave of his finger, the lieutenant gets one of those giant sentinels to take a long step forward and steps on the staff that is in the middle of the courtyard, breaking it under his weight into a bunch of splinters and bone fragments. Well, I hope the message is clear. Return to your homes. Pack up this party. Don't let any of the food go to waste. Things are changing, but you will be safer, and I promise, in due time, happier and closer to the king, in heart and mind. Oh, and if anyone sees Feyorn Castellar, please alert me. I will be at the barracks. Or my new home. And Eleander's old. He and his guards and his sentries take a good, slow walk out of the courtyard.
You want me to start rolling my death rolls now, or?
I'm going to say he would have stood there long enough to make sure that was not going to be a thing.
Can
Are
I
there
look
any
through...
diamonds left in the ring?
Oh yeah, I was like, can I look to the lady and ask if we get her another diamond, if there's anything she could do?
There are?
You have 1 minute.
1 minute. Fuck. What building is this?
That actually, I need to bring up the map.
But actually, though, are there any diamonds left?
There are.
Does it seem like there might be enough?
The thing I'm going to make you really sad about that I guess I wasn't super clear. He was taking his time, just standing there. Like he would have been there for a good couple.
Oh, so it's past a minute.
Yeah, like he's a paladin. He knows how those things kind of go, and so he saw it to the end. Okay, so sorry. That building is.
It's too late.
I mean, I don't give a fuck what the building is now. I was gonna try and run in and find a diamond, but
Gotcha.
if it doesn't matter.
Well,
It's a forge. It's the forge.
before.
So my body's just fucking hanging there, eh?
Yeah, Peaches is gonna step forward and start to try and take it down.
Okay.
She'll drop her disguise.
My bro's spread eagle.
I'll get you out of this. Okay. And everybody is pretty still. You hear some rumblings around you, Wyatt. Just some of the commoners just kind of saying, I mean, we'll be better off this way.
Cade is silently crying. His eyes are welled, and tears will run down his face as he says under his breath, "In this time of grief and tears, help us find hope amidst despair. As we honor the life now past, grant us the wisdom to cherish every breath we share."
Peaches, you get the body down.
I'm gonna stand there or like kneel there for a moment. And I'm gonna pluck a couple of my feathers. I'm gonna say, I should have told you already. But you earned these a while ago. And I'm gonna place them like, I assume he's not wearing his top hat now.
I should
I'm
fell
just gonna
down.
place them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna place them like in his hands and kind of put them on his chest. Like his hand on the chest, like instead of flowers. And I'll make sure his eyes are closed.
I'll say at this too, the little girl actually makes her way over, and she puts kind of pulls like a flower out of her mom's hair and walks over and puts the wooden sword in your hand and the flower on your chest as well.
I'm gonna look at the little girl and say, "You remember that he did not deserve this."
All right. I keep fucking.
And she
And that's all I'm gonna say.
just like sheepishly nods and kind of hustles back to her mom, cuddles up. Well, now it's up to you guys, because everybody here is pretty slow to get moving. If anything, Greg joins, and just says,
Greg's the guy that took Grix's job.
No,
No.
this is
Okay, sorry, I don't know.
Same.
I don't know what he would have wanted for, and then that halfling comes up, goblin in disguise, just says, take the body this way. We have a place for him. And he pulls his hood back up over to make sure he's fully covered.
I'm gonna take. I don't know. I assume I have a cloak. I'm gonna take that and wrap Grix up in it, kind of cover his face, and then scoop him up. Start following the goblin.
Okay.
Has Wyatt appeared?
No, he's in dim light, so it's pretty impossible to see him right now.
Yeah, I'm just scanning the crowd, looking to see if I can see him.
I'll help carry Grix if I need
he's like
help,
5.
or I'll just carry him myself.
You're
I'll hand
drunk,
him
bro.
off
You're
to
falling
Feyorn.
over.
No way, yeah, that's. He's pissed drunk. Is he sober?
No, well, I don't.
He's
Probably
still
not.
pretty messed up.
I'm gonna, as Peach's hands off Grix, I will put my shoulder on Mr. McCockiner and 5 points of lay on hands to get rid of the drunkenness.
Oh, nice. That's nice.
Will that work?
I'm gonna spit on Gellan's body.
I was like, that?
Enough of his, enough of the townsfolk were cordial with him and friendly with him that they come up to claim his body, in fact, and they start kind of taking it off.
I make sure they see me spit.
And they don't even really react. They just, like, they kind of give a nod, like they understand, and they just carry on. So you guys are who's carrying this body?
I think I am.
Mr. Barry.
What's the full name again? Sorry, Tanner.
Oh, Mr. Dr. Barry McCockiner.
Wait, is that canon now?
It's pretty canon.
For now, it's pretty.
It's pretty canon.
They called me Barry, and then Tanner gave me a last name the other day.
This is why I shouldn't miss that.
Yeah, you shouldn't
No.
miss that. You shouldn't miss that.
Okay, I don't know where everybody's tokens are, but, we're gonna bring them around here. Peaches.
Who's that? Oh, it's Wyatt.
What the fuck is
His
that?
token looks spectral.
Yeah, I'm invisible.
Oh, that is true.
Okay, so...
Oh, whoa, hey, buddy. You just...
Okay, yeah, sorry, you can't...
Wait, you couldn't even let Grix die with his own token on the stage.
Right?
I don't know what to tell you, man. That map's been ready to go for a while.
It won't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter now, does it?
Okay, so you guys carry Grix up. This goblin kind of just leads you down this way. In fact, he tucks into the woods a little bit to walk you through the tree line, and then walks you out over this way. And then there's a little shallow crossing that leads onto this little island here. As you make your way in, it's pretty thick with brush. It's pretty overgrown. Nobody really comes to this like weird island that really is just used to break up the river paths. But despite all that, he pushes his way through and finds a little burrow. And when he reveals it, 4 more goblins come out. And they just come up, they take the body from you. And the leader that kind of led you pulls his head back, his cloak back. Says, we can take the body from here. We've got a long road ahead of us now, so I think we're going to get out of here, and we're going to take him with us.
Where will you be taking him?
Somewhere new. We'll build the clan on his bones and his body. One with his values. Our values. Oh, sorry, you can take part in this part if you want. Go ahead, guys. And he nods to the goblins, and they all start like rooting through his pockets to like find what he's got on him.
Yeah, I was gonna say we need to take our stuff.
So you guys can like grab whatever.
Taking the dagger.
Yep.
If you guys need me to tell you what Grix has on his
Wait, did he
person,
get the
yeah.
dagger back?
The
was it?
walkie-talkie? Dagger wagger?
Nope.
Yeah, that one.
No. They left out the gobs.
I do have a +1 dagger though.
That's that's a different dagger. Yeah.
Yep.
Where the fuck is
We'll
it?
take.
Where the fuck is what? My
Gold
the
dagger.
walkie-talkie dagger wagger?
Yeah.
It was given to the goblin encampment as payment,
Oh.
along with like all of my gold. I have
Yeah.
4 gold currently
There you go.
to split amongst everybody.
I'm gonna take like any potions or anything that he has.
Wait, no,
Nope,
you took
0.
you took your gold back, didn't you?
Nope. We gave it to them, and then chaos ensued.
Wait, I thought you gave them. I thought Bubble Guts gave you something.
Yeah, he gave me gold to help pay for everybody to get in. Mudmouth got me like magical dice to help pay for everybody.
Oh, but
And
you
then
still had to pay
I still had to give him 100 gold to add on because it was only enough.
fuck.
We had enough for everybody but one more person, and I had to give up my last 100 gold in order to get everybody in. And then chaos ensued.
I reach into his gold pouch and just pull out 4 gold coins. I'm like, were these fucking crumbs? And put them back in there. Like, I don't even want them. I'm just kidding. I'm not partaking in taking his items.
And as you look on, it seems kind of like it's a little bit strange to you, but it's weirdly being done in like a respectful way. So they, they're kind of just going at it, taking his stuff, and then pocketing it all for themselves.
I'm gonna make sure that if there's anything of value, like I'm taking the +1 dagger. I don't know what he had in his inventory.
You would have my gold coated humans. I have a gold coated human skull, apple, rose, and balance discs, as well as the tool to coat, or I guess like flatten bits of things into gold shaped into coin shapes. That we got from the mansion a while. Like this was like months ago.
Oh, that was up in the attic or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take
And
that stuff back.
that would be it. And besides my clothing, including my top hat.
Yeah, I'll make sure that I take the +1 dagger and then all the gold stuff from the mansion.
Yeah, we're just gonna pack up. I don't think it's gonna be a good idea for us to be around here much longer.
It's probably for the best with the new tyrant.
But he told us about you guys. So from one friend group to another. And he just holds out his hand to shake one of your hands.
I'll shake his hand.
And he just gives you a nod. He didn't like you at first, by the way, but you kind of grew on him.
I could say the same about him.
Yeah.
A couple of them just take the body into the burrow and they just kind of look around. Well, good luck.
Grix.
And that is the end of the story of Grix.
Damn.
All right, guys, you have yourself a
I've
good
never-
rest of your session.
I've never felt so helpless in D&D before.
Well, it did boil down to a roll.
My 15 on the dice wasn't high enough.
Did he actually just dip?
No, I just want to hear. I'm just here. That's all. I want to see what happens.
My 15 on the die wasn't high enough.
It was a 26 that you needed to beat. It was a natural 19. And
So he rolled, and then
there was no
you
way-
just took
there
my
was no-
previous roll.
there was no good way to determine.
You could let me roll again. If I hit a natural 20, I'd have gotten a +6, and I'd hit a plus, and I'd gotten
Well,
a 26, and then
if
it
it
would have meet and
wasn't-
beat.
If it was a natural 20, that's why I asked. If it was a natural 20, then you'd be okay.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Because his was a natural 19.
Damn. You know, if we had rested and I got to use my charisma thing, it would have been a 26.
Would have been juice.
But
Well,
Frank's wanted that for so long, by the way.
go,
and-
Grix.
What, killing Grix?
Yeah.
I've been on a fucking warpath
There was only
for
one.
like 20 sessions.
No, there was one. Hey, I'm not the one putting myself in these fucking scenarios. Okay? Griggs had a million ways to not fucking be dead right now. But he played the character, so I can't blame him. It was cool. It was cool. Now, I do have to say, just because there's one fucking person not with you, the party is, you see people kind of clearing up the streets a little bit. It's a little solemn, but then after a little bit, it picks up and people are starting to chit-chat together and whatever. Wyatt, as you're just standing there behind a fucking barrel, Feyorn, who knows that you're there, or at least knew that you were there, just kind of goes, I'll see you if you come back to the hideout. And like just clears her throat and starts walking off as the party again just starts dissipating and people start going their own separate ways. The body of Gellan, you see, gets taken seemingly in the direction of his mansion.
We're not at his mansion?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Damn, that sounds.
Okay.
You're just gonna stay behind a barrel for a while?
Yeah, like I kind of want the streets to clear out before I make a move.
Okay. I mean,
Yep.
just
Frank's his oldest friend.
given the timeline, I'll say, just give me, because I'm going to stay with Wyatt for a second here, but I want everybody else to tell me, like, where are you guys going after this?
Hey, why did he want Feyorn? Maybe we should go warn him.
We're not allowed back at the grove. They're guarding it.
Okay.
Yeah.
They think he has something to do with Eleander.
Son of a bitch. Alright. To the ship, maybe? I don't.
Did anybody see where Wyatt went?
No idea. I thought he would have followed us.
I never saw him.
He might be taking this pretty hard, I guess. Him and Grix were close on the docks, you know. Yeah, I think
Yeah, they love to dock.
they love to dock.
Tip to tip all the time.
Tip to tip, hold the hole, he used to say. Grix. God damn.
Ship to ship, hull to hull.
Yeah, I guess we go back to the ship and maybe Wyatt's there. If not, I'm sure he'll meet us there.
Okay, so you're gonna walk back to the ship.
We're gonna skip back,
Okay. Nice.
holding hands.
Fast travel.
I'm gonna make myself look like original.
Okay. Wyatt. I'll say that after a couple of minutes, everybody pretty much clears out, and all the food seems to be cleaned up. There's just a few people left in the streets here and there, taking down the banners and the streamers and things like that.
I see. Are like the pieces of the staff just on the ground there?
Yep. It seems like everybody kind of avoided walking near it.
And the A-frame, is the A-frame still there?
Yep.
Oh, like they just left the A-frame there?
I mean, the guards left Gellan's whole body there, and Grix.
Okay. Can I like the pieces of what pieces are there of the staff? Is it like really broken, or is it like 2 big chunks or 3 big chunks?
It's pretty busted up. Like, it was a giant metallic creature that stomped on this thing, but I'll say there's some bigger chunks, but there's a lot of splinters and a lot of splintered bone.
Can I just take like whatever pieces of it that I can?
Sure. I'll say you get a couple big pieces, like bigger pieces of bone fragments from the skull. You get like a good chunk of the jaw, a good chunk of the forehead. And then the staff, you obviously don't get the whole thing, but I'll say you get like 3 decent chunks out of it. Oh, I totally forgot something for you. Fuck. That's okay. We'll do it right now. Go ahead and say what you're going to say, and then I'll say what I'm going to say.
Well, I'll wait.
You hear... What a powerful man.
No.
You didn't feel that the first time around?
Not like this. I must have him.
You know how hard that's gonna be?
Well, it's your last one. I wouldn't want to make it too easy.
Well, just I don't know, keep your eyes peeled. Maybe there's something else that kind of tickles your fancy.
No. There's something about him. He's not usual. He's not just a half-elf. I noticed something about the way he moved. I'm going to need you to take a closer inspection at some point. But take your time. We have got a lot of time.
Are you gonna help me inspect them?
I'll be watching.
So, with him saying that, can I recollect in my memory if anything kind of clicks with me of him saying oh, he didn't move like a half elf? With him saying that, does anything kind of click in my head, or can I think about it a little bit more? What could he mean by that?
Let's just do an intelligence check straight up.
Sheesh. 17.
17. It's not that he walked strange, but it's something about like the way his upper body moved. Like you noticed, like you kind of remember, there was almost like a weird like tilt, like he favored one side. But most people would just overlook that as maybe it's his armor getting in the way. But that's about the best you can get.
Okay.
You got the Brampton lead.
Okay. What I wanted to do was get in front of the A-frame, like where the dirt is, not quite on the on the platform, just like where the dirt or sand is below the steps. Kind of get on one knee. Take some time to think about what happened here, my relationship with Grix, and I want to start drawing like a little portrait with the broken staff. Like draw the top hat, draw his face out with the broken staff, kind of etch it into the dirt. And I want to take 2 gold coins and just put them where his eyes are in the portrait and kind of like cement it into the dirt. And just like kind of just take a moment to kind of reflect on my artwork.
You're saying you're doing this in the dirt, like near the A-frame, just on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're not a perfect artist, but it's in terms of like a sign of respect, like it certainly does it justice. I'll say another thing you notice kind of while you're down there is you look up and you see that the symbols from the zone of truth that were the zone that was cast on the platform, you look up and you see that it is actually burned into the wood now. And just kind of like a shiver goes up your spine, recognizing that like that spell shouldn't be that powerful.
Okay. Sorry, just writing that down.
Is anyone else feeling a little bit sad? A little bit melancholy right now?
A little bit?
Yeah,
My
what else do
melon
we-
is collie, for
What
sure.
the fuck are we supposed to do? I just want to go onto the ship and sleep for the rest of the session.
And
I was already miserable to begin with.
Now, Chris.
It's even worse.
I'm
I
gonna
really started to not like you.
Hey, man.
Wasn't his fault.
I'll get up. I'll put the staff pieces away. I'll just look down at my little drawing of Grix, and I'll say, "Fair winds and following seas, buddy. Maybe I'll be joining you soon enough." And I'll just kind of leave the 2 gold coins in the ground and just walk away.
Like hell, we're losing anyone else.
And sure, I'll go back to the boat.
Okay.
Back to the boat.
So I'll say that you guys all reconvene. Make your way to the boat. I'll bring it up, but you guys can just assume that you're there.
Wyatt, you good?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be all right.
It took everything in my power to not rip him down from that pedestal, but I can't help but feel that I didn't do enough for him. in that moment. But I was terrified of what would become of the rest of us if we just continued to act out.
Listen, man, you did your best. I think Grix saw that. And quite honestly, maybe you were the only one that could have done something in that position. Think all of us were going to fight our way out of there? I think we all would have been dead.
I mean, Grix killed that girl in one hit. Like, that shit look easy as hell.
That did go down really fast.
Anyways, I think you're too hard on yourself.
Yeah, I just wish there was more we could have done. Where does that put us?
Well, got a little bit of a situation with our lieutenant here.
Yeah.
My friend wants a piece of that. But he's not quite certain that he wants a piece of that. He wants me to get a closer look. But he did say something interesting. He said that he doesn't quite move like a half elf, giving him reason to believe he might be something more. And I had a closer look at the A-frame before I left. Have you ever seen a zone of truth burn into the wood, Cade?
Have I? Franklin?
No.
No.
It was etched deep into that wood. Not to mention, you remember those things that were hanging over our shoulder when we met him?
Yeah.
There's something odd about this guy. And my friends seem to take notice.
Did he say anything else? Did he allude to what it could be, or he just wants you to take a closer look?
The latter. I don't think my friend's very friendly. I think you know that.
Yeah, makes sense.
But it does, whether he wants him or not, it does. Thank you, big man. Because I think for the first time, we actually have a lead on this guy. I think we had nothing until that point. We knew he was freaky, but now he's actually freaky. Now,
Freaky deaky.
yeah, I don't think he's got Blackwater, but maybe he's got something else like Black Tear. I don't know. He's got a little bit of an edge that doesn't seem so holy.
I mean, what does that mean about the king if he's here on the king's behest?
Maybe he climbed his way to the top.
Or maybe he controlled him.
Another good point.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a Blackwater paladin. Maybe the king's under the Blackwater, and he sent him here to put things back in order. I don't know. But
Maybe it's a grip of worm tongue situation.
I don't know. I'm just relaying information. I'm hoping he says, never mind. He's just a half elf, but we'll see once I get a closer look.
If your friend wants them, we should definitely look into that. We need him gone. I don't like him.
Why is that,
I don't think any of us
Barry
like him at
McCockiner?
this point.
I just don't like him. He's scary. He's evil. He killed Grix.
Does that make him evil, though?
I think less evil and more dangerous.
Yeah.
Speaking of Grix, sorry to cut the conversation short, but this ship still needs a new name, right? What if we called it the Tides of Chaos?
That's fucking heat. That's fucking heat.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that a lot.
That's what got him fucking killed.
That's what got him killed.
That's how he lived his life.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's fucking heat.
Yeah, we could do that.
Well, maybe first order of business would be to get that painted on the ship.
Ethan's new character.
Where is he?
Yeah. We're just gonna aimlessly wander the town for no reason.
Okay. Just go into every building, take a quick peek.
I will mention, in lieu of wanting to collect this guy and Barry wanting this guy gone, he is powerful. He is very powerful. And obviously, as the head of the guard, he's not going to be easy to just have up and go missing. We haven't been very cerebral about our approach to a lot of our recent encounters. So when we do decide to take this guy head on, we need to have a plan. One that we're not going to stray from, and one that hopefully doesn't get anybody killed.
That's a good call. I got a great idea to get us started at least. So maybe I can get a better look and get some more insight. I got to deliver my papers anyway. Maybe I can get as close as possible to see what he's all about. Or at least hope my friend can take a look for me.
Yeah, he did say that he may call on me for whatever it is he's doing in the town. So there's a chance that I can get close to him too, and maybe can recruit you as help. Maybe all of us as help.
I doubt it, but I like your wishful thinking.
What are you gonna do about those papers, and what do you think is gonna come of that?
Hopefully Anders has something cooked up. I mean, at least I'll have a job. And actually, Peaches, I got you a job too. Anders has made us all fishing merchants. And sometimes these ships go away for weeks at a time. So if we ever need an excuse to get out of town, Anders has us covered.
That's perfect.
We just need to, pay our dues every now and then, catch a couple fish.
Bring back some fish, yes.
Yeah, make it look like we're working for King Scotty.
I mean, technically, I've always been working for him, but it's definitely going to be weird moving from underground to on the sea.
In the meantime,
Looking forward.
I probably want to spend some time in the underground. As sneakily as I can. Kind of want to see what they're doing now. And well, I got summoned to take a look, so I'm gonna do that alone. Not cause any more trouble from you guys.
I'm sorry, you're going underground, like into the mine alone?
Oh, no. Into the smuggling market.
Oh, I understand now. I was like, why the fuck are you going into the mine?
Well,
And you said you have a way to do that. Is that are you gonna be hidden? Are you gonna be? I'm not gonna tell you no, but I would imagine the clock starts now that Mr. Nightfallen is going to be cracking down on that. I would hate for you to be put in a compromised spot.
I'll be fine. I know what I'm doing.
Very well. Well, if that's the case, then I guess for now it's kind of just a waiting game. We'll see what Mr. Nightfallen needs from us, if anything. You can work on getting those papers done. Barry and Peaches, if you guys don't have anything, maybe we can look to scrounge up some paint and get the Tides of Chaos here tuned up nicely.
I can do that.
Okay. All right. I'll say it this. Let me take a look where everybody's at here. Just kind of chill. Can I get Wyatt and Cade to please slip me some perception checks real quick?
Yeah.
Yo!
Good dog.
Natural 20?
Natural.
It's dirty. It's dirty.
Oh, it's a dirty 20?
Ooh,
It's
we like a
dirty.
dirty 20, anyways.
You said perception?
Listen, I'm
Yep.
I'm a pirate. Come on, nothing clean about it.
8.
Now I know you're randomly placed on this ship, but I'm going to use the position on the ship to make the call as to who gets this check.
I can't see shit. Sorry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm grayed out.
I have a dim vision. I can see where dim light is.
Wyatt, as you're kind of chilling there, having this conversation, you start kind of looking around. Everybody's thinking about doing their own thing. You see the distinct shape and long hair of a certain captain that you know just casually walking down the street right in front
Long
of you.
hair or long ass?
He's fully clothed, but you know that long ass is underneath.
So
Cade?
Forgot about him. Yeah.
That's long ass down the street. Look. That's fucking long ass.
He's probably trying to split now that Gellan's gone.
Does he look like he's running?
That ass any-
Not running. He doesn't want to be, he doesn't want to pull attention to himself, I'm sure.
Is he coming towards us or like is he just chilling?
He's just like walking right in front of your ship. He's just walking up north from Gellan's. Just walking up north.
How far away would you say he is from us?
It's a good distance, like maybe 120 feet.
Fuck! Okay.
Can I get off the ship and start like trying to trail him incognito?
Sure.
I want to get within 30 feet of range.
Okay.
Find dim light.
Can I walk in front of him, casting a shadow on him?
So you guys, obviously Feyorn and Peaches, like you see them kind of scrambling off the ship.
Yeah, if Wyatt is trying to go sneaky, I'll let him do his thing. I would like to follow, but I will do it even further behind to not draw attention to Wyatt being sneaky.
Okay.
Actually, before I leave the ship, I'll just Peaches. Follow me in the sky. Try to be sneaky. And then I'll just get off the ship without her having a chance to respond.
Feyorn, fuck you, dude.
I'll tell Mr. Barry that we see Captain Longass and we're gonna trail him.
Instead of flying in the sky, I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself and follow.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
follow my arcade.
Okay. So, you see that he just kind of walks up past your ship. Actually, I need 30 seconds. I realize I need to look at something here. Just give me 1 sec.
Disintegrate.
Fucking, it's always disintegrate. Fuck. I can't do that. I can't do the bit.
Is Wyatt trying to be sneaky?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Casting at 3rd level. I'm just gonna cast it on myself and him because I can cast it on multiple people.
Oh, nice. Nice,
Jeez.
nice.
Just like start walking. I'm like,
Where did you go?
where am
Dim
I?
light, guys. Dim light.
Like, damn, bro, this spell OP. Shit, dude. I'm fucking dim.
Okay. Okay. So he makes his way up. And actually doesn't get that far. And he just takes a little turn. So he left Gellan's from here. Went up and walked this way. And you see him just carrying on.
I'm actually just gonna follow him. I was gonna do something, but I'm just gonna kind of want to see where he ends up.
Sure. He goes to a bar called the Snapping Line. This building right here. He's and just so you know, he's not like wearing a captain's hat and all that shit. He's got pretty drab clothes on right now. He's got a hat on, but it's pulled down pretty far. Just like almost looks like a toque, but it's really just like a raggedy kind of cloth hat. And his hair is disheveled and dirty. And he makes his way into the tavern, where if you continue to follow him, you see he goes right up to the bar, which is run by somebody named Hannah, young lady.
Be a MILF?
Not yet. She will be one day.
Oh,
And even though you're used to the sea, the smell of fish that emanates from the walls of this place is quite powerful. And they too sell a specialized wine made from fermented crab claws called claw wine. And it is horrendous for most people, but the more you drink it, the more you get a taste for it. And that seems to be the very thing that the captain orders. And he goes and finds a seat in the corner. He just sits by himself. Blends right in to the maybe 16, 17 people that are hanging out at that bar with him.
By himself. At a table.
By himself?
I'm gonna try to sneakily. Well, I mean, I'm invisible. I'm gonna do my best to sit at the table with him without him noticing.
Okay, give me a stealth check with advantage.
are there rafters in this?
Yep, it's a pretty big
I'm gonna
establishment. Perch up.
jump up to one of the rafters.
Did Milo come in? Kate come in? No? You just kind of.
Not in. We would have just. I think I would have had Barry stay outside with me as we see him walk in. Surely he'd recognize us if we walk in, so we'll just stay on the outside.
I rolled an 18.
18, okay. So you gingerly sit and you just watch this man drink away at his rancid beverage. And
Is there anyone paying attention to him? Like, or is
Nope.
it just kind of like the bustle of the bar?
yep, everybody's just into their own business. It's not quite as rowdy as it normally would be given the events of the day, but it's loud enough that he just kind of blends in.
If I were to appear, would people take notice?
I'll say that you being invisible, having kind of all the time in the world, you could find a good moment to make
Okay.
yourself.
I'm not gonna do
visible.
that yet, but I will say something aloud. Pretty rough now the Gellan's dead, huh? Best friend gone. Things must be rough for you.
And he like jerks up. looks around. Man. Mine's going on me.
Oh no, I'm real.
He looks around. Real you are then. And he dips his fingers in his beer and he just starts like flicking it at the other chairs at his table until he hits you with a couple of drops.
Can I find a moment to appear?
Yeah.
I'll just sit with my legs crossed.
Before you go trying to turn me in, no one's gonna believe you that I just showed up after a few days.
And what are you still doing here?
What business is that of yours?
I mean, I think, that's fair. Well, I'm making it my business.
We'll go ahead then. And he just keeps drinking. I'm gonna go get another one of these. I'd offer you one, but I no longer have a benefactor paying my way.
I'll like take out a dagger and stab it on the table. I don't think you're going anywhere.
Oh, you're gonna murder me in cold blood like your friend there. That ended up pretty well.
Do you have a dying wish?
It seems that I do. And he just walks right on by. And he gets up and goes and grabs another drink. Just casual. Brings it back.
Peach is gonna poop on his shoulder.
Oh, it's like a
No.
full-size shit. I thought it would come out like a seagull. What the hell? So did you come here just to threaten me?
Not really. Genuinely, I just want answers.
Well, given that I no longer have access to an unlimited wealth, you may very well pay for those answers. Though I can't guarantee the quality.
Why is your ass so long?
10 gold.
That's a family secret. It's like a recipe passed down from generation to generation.
If I cast a spell right now, is it going to be obvious to other patrons in the bar?
Extremely.
It will break your invisibility.
Well, I'm
He's
already out of
He
invisibility.
broke out of it.
Oh shit. Okay. No.
It would be very obvious.
Damn. What's the fucking
Unless-
point of this spell? If you can't.
Which one?
I was gonna try to use suggestion, but there's a fucking, verbal component.
We've used that spell before. It's a great spell.
Yeah, but other people are gonna know. And
It
It's
has a verbal component.
it says as a
and
verbal.
material.
Well, we don't. It doesn't have a like.
So no somatic.
Oh, there's no somatic.
Yeah.
So you
I
can
mean,
just speak it.
you'd be okay.
Oh, really?
Yep, you'd be okay.
Then I'm gonna try to cast it.
That is the point of the.
Okay. And what's the check?
It is a wisdom saving throw. And this guy's pretty fucking stupid, so.
There you go.
Wow. Love that for us.
Nice.
What's your suggestion?
I suggest you tell me all about your relationship with Gellan.
you see him kind of like reeling, and he just like rolls his eyes, and then it's almost like his mouth just speaks for him. It's almost like just operating on a different frequency than his brain. Well, Gellan and I aren't really exactly friends. You know, he paid me a good number of times to run errands for him, take over big shipments, and a lot of those shipments included, well, I should say, all of those shipments included stolen goods, stolen people, slaves, weapons, you name it. I was just the captain of the ship to him until recently, whereupon I found myself living in his home, tucked away upstairs in an attic that is, well, unbeknownst to most people, as it's got a hidden entryway behind a bookcase. He told me a few things that he was up to, working with a couple of, well, I guess, alchemists to harness the power of some sort of bullshit water that he found, and I stopped listening after a while, and that's about where our friendship ended.
Oh
so well.
my god.
I mean, I would ask you for gold for that one. But you're kind of an asshole for doing that.
Can you tell me a little bit more about this water? I know you said you stopped listening, but
Well, that one will cost you.
how much?
Whatever you deem fair. Bear in mind, I'm used to making hundreds of gold per shipment.
Yeah, but that's a lot of work. This is a couple minutes of your time.
Yeah, so then deem it fair. Come on now.
I'll just roll a gold coin across the table.
Oh, one more will do ya.
I'll roll another.
There we go. There's
Don't
some,
negotiate with long asses.
some, black water. The shit that people and haw about being something real. He said he found where it was coming from, or at least the region. Couldn't say he pinpointed it. And he got enough of it when it passed by once or twice. You see, he has sentries posted up in the waters. They were able to scoop some up, enough that he could tinker around. Found some sort of alchemist, never met him, and he's been experimenting with it ever since.
These alchemists, they're in his mansion right now.
That's right. Some sort of other secret compartment they're hiding in.
You were in the attic and they were...
I don't much know. Oh, it may please you to know there was someone else up there, though he was being held against his will. Would you like to know who that is?
I think he's blue and he sings Dabba Dee Dabba Da. Is that right?
Well, I can neither confirm nor deny that with such an empty hand on this table.
I'll roll another gold coin. I think that's enough.
I can confirm indeed.
Well, that is fascinating. And so now you've got nothing left. Your gold bank is run dry, quite literally.
Yes, but many ports await my near future, I'm sure. You see, the Brotherhood, they're going to be sending someone my way soon enough, despite all this nonsense about the ports being locked down. You can only lock them down so much. Gold will pave the way to our freedom.
I'll roll another gold coin across the table. Why were you shipping weapons to the lizards? Did Gellan want to support them in the war that they were fighting?
Gellan takes a cut of everything. I'm just the shipping manager. I pick up, I drop off. And he, somewhere on the back end, oversees the transfer of goods and the transfer of funds. Lines his pockets pretty well.
So he just made a quick buck on some weapons. He has no horse in the race. He's just funding one side or the next.
I never considered that. Perhaps he did. But from what I understood from that Aukus fella, those lizard folk, they had a pretty mean war on their hands. Sounds like they were fighting some infected race of underwater creatures. Flew a little too close to the proverbial sun, as it were.
I don't know if Gellan knew, but I think they were fighting the Blackwater.
Aye, that could be right. I don't much know about those matters, though.
Do you still have keys or anything to Gellan's property?
Just to the front door. You don't need a key to get where I stay. What I do have is the real key to navigating that mansion. See, even though he's dead, he doesn't like the idea of people sifting through his belongings. And so every room along the way, when he's out, those rooms will get you. Unless you know what you're doing. Now that that would cost you.
How much?
Well, it's going to take quite a bit to get me on one of those ships incoming. Prove my worth to the Brotherhood again. I'd say 50 to start.
To walk us through the mansion safely.
Oh, if I'm going there with you, maybe it's 70. Or 50 and you can heed my warnings. Try to do it on your own.
You're around for the next couple days, right?
No place better to be. I was going to stock up on some food, go back to my dwelling, and wait out the weeks until I needed a pickup.
Which is where in the under the tannery?
No. I'm going to be walking straight off of one of those docks.
No, your dwelling.
Oh no, I'm staying at Gellan's. See, you're not the only one with tricks to get around. I just didn't think I needed them to get to a bar. Apparently I did. And he like opens up the inside of his coat and he's got a couple bottles hanging from the inside.
Those must be new. I didn't see those before.
Well, when you have a live-in alchemist, there are some benefits.
We'll be in touch. I'll roll another gold coin across the table and excuse myself from the table.
I'll be coming back out in 3 days. And I'll be right back here. Unless you choose to, get in and come and visit me on your own.
We'll see about that. Enjoy your drink. And
I shall.
I'll step out.
Okay. Peaches, you would have taken in that whole conversation. Okay.
That's why I made.
Do I see Cade and Barry McCockiner outside?
It's up to them.
Before I leave.
Yep.
Still invisible. Can I try and pickpocket the gold?
Pickpocket the gold.
Yo.
Damn.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
At advantage because I'm invisible.
I want to actually play this one by the book. One sec. I'm gonna make you straight roll it. It doesn't.
Come on. I'm invisible.
I know. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say he's been drinking. I'll give it to you. The combination of the two, I'll give it to you. I really don't want it, but I'm gonna. What do we got? A 16?
6.
Okay. I'll say that.
I think it's versus his passive.
I'll say that he. Well, you definitely passed that. So I'll say that he's kind of like still playing with a couple of the coins, but you're able to steal 3 coins back out of his that he pocketed away.
Okay.
Okay. You can.
I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, no problem. Okay.
And I don't care about people noticing. I'm just gonna walk right out the door.
Okay. Like, did you take off your invisibility?
No, but it's just a door opening and closing on itself.
Oh, I see. Okay, fair enough. So you guys make your way out. You see Dr. McCockiner and Cade chilling.
I'll
What?
I'll head straight to them.
When I walk out, I'll go up to them and say, "Hey, Wyatt, here's your gold back." Give him the 3.
Oh, thank you. Well, I guess that ended up being free. We have a lot to discuss, and preferably not here.
Back to
We
the
do
ship.
have a ship.
Let's go back to the ship. Well, folks, I'll kind of just reiterate a lot of that conversation. There's a lot to unpack about the Gellan mansion. At least we found the blue guy.
Fucking news.
But the biggest thing, as much as we hate him, the captain is willing to help us navigate the booby trap mansion for 70 gold. For 50 gold, he'll tell us what we can expect and we can do it ourselves. If we choose to go with the captain, he'll be back in 3 days at the same place. He also said it's only a matter of time before the Scarlet Brotherhood is going to send someone here to get back to smuggling. They don't seem to be fazed by this lieutenant whatsoever.
I'll pitch in for the gold.
And the most important thing is that, yes, Gellan is behind the black water.
No shit.
I don't think we
They
knew
were
that.
gonna hang him for it. We did. What are you talking about? I listened to them poison Grix. And then he coughed up black water.
But the thing is he's sorry. Yes, he's behind it. But he didn't know what it was at first. Which means he's not actually behind the black water. He just found it.
True.
And he started using it on people. Which, god damn it, I forgot to hum the tune. I'm near the captain, but we could do that ourselves later if we need to.
Yeah, probably not best to do that in a crowded.
It might also look best if we go with the captain. If people are seeing him come in and out of Gellan's place, then maybe it'll look less conspicuous if we go in with him versus without him.
Yeah, we'll have to play it by
Could try
ear.
to charm.
Sorry.
Could try to charm him.
We could do that. We could do that. Yeah, maybe that'll work. Maybe it won't.
Can't do it today, but I could do it. Well, actually, I could do it if we rested a little bit.
I mean, I could do it today, but I don't know. I'm not.
Game plan.
Yeah, I guess one of my worries would be if we do wait 3 days from now, could the guard confiscate the mansion and strip it down head to toe? Seems like something the lieutenant would do.
I was thinking that.
Good point. He didn't give us the option to go now, though, did he?
We could go now. He's probably still at the bar, but then we have to wait 3 days before he comes back out again.
Yeah, I mean, let's catch him now. Try and get ahead of it before, because 3-day window, a lot can happen.
All right, let's go get him.
Okay.
And we just drive to get there faster. We just drive our boat through town.
Actually, no. I wanted to open up.
Still out.
I wanted to open up the map and press E to fast travel to the bar.
Okay, done.
Pretty sure we're like 10 steps away from the bar.
Okay, so you're going back to the captain?
Yes, I think we're
Okay.
all going into the bar together to. I don't
Visible,
want to.
though. Everybody's visible.
Yeah,
Everybody's
I'll
visible.
not be invisible this time.
Okay. So you make your way in. You get a couple of looks. People obviously recognize you guys as somebody who lost their friend. Some of them kind of like pat you on the back and give you kind of like a, "You're gonna be okay."
Is this the same bar that they got attacked at by those dwarves?
Different.
Okay.
And you see the captain just kind of like roll his eyes as you approach. He just kind of kicks his feet up and, "Are you trying to draw more attention to me? The unseen servants."
No, we just want to be proactive. We want to get shit done. I'm gonna drop like a bag of gold on the table. And as I say that, also I want to attempt to charm person. Like with the bag on the table, like.
So charm person does have a somatics component, right?
Yeah. Ripples of
Yeah.
Yep. So you would, I mean, think of it basically like you're putting on like a small light show, basically, moving your hands around, doing your thing. So you can definitely do that.
Fuck it, no balls.
You're doing it.
Let's do it.
What does he have to roll?
He still has to. He gets to roll a wisdom save again.
Oh. Fuck.
Holy!
Did you guys get the animation too?
Oh fuck. We just saw the question mark
That's
dice.
the question.
Oh.
Oh
Well, I got
God!
the animation. And he goes, easy there. And he looks around at everybody at the bar. We're just playing a little game. We do a little magic with each other. Is what's in the bag what I asked for?
That's right.
Then you don't need to be pulling that shit on me. You want to go now? Is that right?
Whenever you're ready.
And he picks up, he's got an empty mug, picks up his full or half full one, just drains it. Fine. Could you please just, at least, walk a little spaced out? Take a different street. One of you walks with me, the rest of you go around the other way. For the love of God.
We could meet you there in 20 minutes.
Aye, that'll do. Just come through the front door. I'll head straight there. One of you come with me.
And he kills the person that goes with him.
Not it.
I'll go.
Because I will kill him if I go.
I paid for
Very
it,
well.
so
Fine. And he walks you down the same way he came, down this way. And as he like kind of steps out with you guys, he like points to the three of you and he, points down this direction to go like around the long way. And as he approaches the mansion, he just kind of slowly like slows down, like kicks back against a wall, just like watches things, looks around the streets, make sure nobody's there. And as he's leaning up against one of the buildings, he just kind of points and they've already got him in the casket. And he points at the like right on the front yard. There's just like a stone platform with a casket on it. There's going to be a lot of attention here tomorrow, bright and early. So don't get yourself caught in here. And he walks around the back and brings you in. So now I have to figure all this out.
What a time to roll a nat 20, huh?
What a time.
I can't even fucking spell natural 20. I couldn't even tell you last time I rolled one.
You literally came back to life.
Oh, that's true. I did come back to life up a nat 20. Fucking shout out my moon dice.
For real. They come in super clutch. Okay. All right. So you three are obviously not here, but the two of you, he just kind of walks up, opens the door, shuts it, and he says, "Stay there. We're just going to wait. No sudden moves. None of that."
what are we waiting for?
Your crew.
All right.
We're gonna wait 20 minutes. Real life.
No. I just had to get something else. I'm just making sure something's working. Just 1 second. Sorry, guys.
What the fuck, Tanner?
We're all dead.
Okay. The rest of you come walking down the pathway, coming from this direction here, and coming out from around the corner is a relatively slim red dragonborn wearing an eye patch. He's got chainmail peeking out from his collar. He's carrying a mace. He's got a blue shield with a dragon's head on it. And he's holding a rolled up newspaper in his hands. And he looks up at you. And then he just starts directly walking straight at you.
At me.
No, the other three.
Outside.
Do.
Just gonna mind my own business.
And he's just walking straight at us.
Yep.
Gee, I wonder who this could.
Oi! You three. You wouldn't happen to be the unseen servants,
Wow.
would yes?
Wow.
Tonight-
Coming on strong.
That messed up my act.
I'm asking. So, are you the unseen servants?
Feel like we'd be doing a pretty shit job if we were seen. Supposed to be unseen?
I'll unravel the newspaper. Well, you fit the descriptions. A pink bud, whatever that thing is with the beard, and you, lanky man.
Am I like much lankier than than he is?
Not really. No.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Did you want an autograph or something?
Cheeky bugger.
I am so lost.
Listen, let me. I gotta dial in the accent. I wasn't prepared for it. Okay, listen.
Okay.
Bear with me. You knew my brother.
AUKUS?
Aye.
That's a pretty good tie-in. I
want to know where he's at. Oh my god, my accent. I'm so sorry. It's fucking all over the place. I am so.
You're good, bro.
Alright, we'll figure it out.
It
as we
takes
go.
time, don't worry.
Oh fuck, I'm so sorry.
It's such a
Keep
Go
practicing.
Australian.
wrong choice for an accent.
yeah, you really laid it on thick.
Gravel, little Australian, little bit of the Bronx.
Little bit of speech impediment.
Do the Boston rat accent. The one we turned into beer.
Oh man,
Uh,
I want to know where he's at.
there we go. That's my boy.
I was told he was on a ship known as the Sea Ghost. Well, your name, the Unseen Servants, seemed to be tied in with that ship.
Yeah. we had commandeered the Sea Ghost, and it is our ship now. The prisoners were let free, but your brother Akis, he played a different role. He was, I'm assuming you do as well, but he spoke the language of the lizard folk. He was being used as a translator, and he agreed to come with us to, well, we tried to partition peace with the lizard folk, and the last we had seen, your brother was in critical condition, and we were told it would take a lot to keep him alive.
So you saw to it his demise?
I mean, we were all pretty fucked up. He
Yeah.
joined us as a friend.
I'm just going to interject super quick. As you're standing outside of this house, people are starting to like walk by and notice you standing in the street.
Oh.
Sorry, carry on. I didn't want to cut you off, but I had to jam that in.
He said, can we talk somewhere private about?
Yeah, is there somewhere that's not inside Gellan's house to talk privately? More privately?
I mean, you could jam into that alleyway.
This alleyway here?
The one up
The top.
top there.
Oh, up top, up here. Okay, sure. Let's get out of the street so that way we don't draw too much attention. As Peaches said, we were all pretty banged up. It was, and his fate is still uncertain. Unfortunately, we didn't have the time or the resources to stick around. Things were getting pretty dicey with the lizard folk. But it was of his own volition that he wished to join us to go speak with the lizard folk. I tried to many times give him the option to go his way and that he owed us nothing. But he chose to come with us to try and seek the peace that we were looking to get with the lizard folk. There's a chance that he is still alive. We would, well, you would, your best bet would be finding him with the lizard folk.
So you found him on this ship?
Yes.
What you're
He helped
describing
us
does sound like August.
Greatly.
That would be my brother. That does sound like something he would do in the eyes of Bahamut. Who captured him? Was it the lizard folk?
Do you mean originally, or?
Who captured him and put him on that boat?
We could, two birds, one stone.
I can find a stone and you're one
Two.
bird, so
Fuck you, first of all. The crew of that ship is dead.
the entirety of that crew is dead.
The crew of that ship is dead.
And you saw to that?
Technically not us. We were trying to put them in prison. It was a whole thing.
I'm gonna curse in Draconic. Chronic, sorry. Kind of puff. A little bit of smoke comes out of my nostrils.
Babe Nation.
Where can I find these lizard folk?
Is there any way to draw something up for our friend here?
And send him on his way to never be seen again.
You're asking me?
Yeah, is there like, could we draw something up? Hey, this is where we're at in Saltmarsh. Fucking go over here.
Yeah.
You gotta
I mean, if
play
you got
dodgeball
cards,
with the frogs.
Yeah, dodgeball with the frogs, become their leader, ride them into battle. So I'll start like sketching something up.
I'm gonna stop you. You guys seem like adventurers. Much like myself, before I had to unfortunately take the adventure, make it to this backwater town. How much gold would I have to pay you to be my guide to this lizard folk village?
How much you got?
Lair? I'll like reach inside my pouch. Enough to pay you.
Just the starting gold amount. 4d20s plus 4. Before we accept your gold, unfortunately, we don't own the title adventurer right now. I don't know if you've been following the happenings here in Saltmarsh, but there's been a ban on adventuring, and for our group specifically, we've been told to sit tight, essentially. We have I would love nothing more than to not only know that Akkus is alive, but to help you find your brother. But right now, without setting off alarms, we're not quite at liberty to make that journey. It would take some convincing, I'm sure, and we'd have to speak with our people to know if that is a possibility.
But it is something we would be willing to do, given the time and capability.
Absolutely.
Now this ban on adventuring, was that from that limp dick that did that public execution?
Yeah, that
Too long
fucking
ago?
cocksucker motherfucker. Yeah. That fucking mama's boy bitch ass. Yeah.
I was present during, well, I guess all three executions that took place. Being as someone who is an outsider to this godforsaken town, didn't feel right to intervene. But I can tell you one thing. Anything to do with the King's Guard isn't good. Especially in such a dump like this.
Jesus Christ.
Well, this dump is home to us.
I mean, it's got its value. It's been better.
We're currently in the middle of something. Would you be okay to wait here or wait in the area, and once we finish up, we can come find you and we can further discuss or maybe add you to the discussions of seeing if we can't venture out, or prolapse isn't the right word, but like do the thing on the ban, get rid of the ban. I feel like it's an elapse word or something like that.
Prolapse laws.
Would you be willing to wait for our return? We shouldn't be long. and then we can maybe discuss, put our heads together, and see if there is a way that we can get around this ban on adventuring.
Well, seeing as I've been traveling for a week or two now, seems like longer now. I lost track of the days going from port to port. I could use some rest, but I can meet you back at this cursed ship that took my brother. If that's okay with you.
Sounds really
Yeah,
good.
I think that'd be fine
On
if
the ship. You can help yourself to some food if there is any.
Yeah,
I will
if you
not be
want-
stepping foot onto that ship. Is that what it's place that took my brother?
What?
It was a slaver ship from the rumors I was being told.
We're taking it back though. What if we change the name? Put it towards doing good.
But does that change what happened on that ship? And what happened to my brother on that ship? Changing the name
I mean,
doesn't
they
change
treated
anything.
him pretty well, but yeah, I get your.
Didn't seem like they treated him very well, considering he was held captive.
I mean, compared to the other captives. Because they saw you. Anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Well, I guess I'll see you at your ship.
Yeah.
If it's
What?
still there when you return, that is.
Why wouldn't it be?
What do you mean?
Where would it go?
Ships do float, and water does flow.
Please do not sink our ship. Until we have had a chance to talk. That ship might get us down to the lizards to be able to find AUKUS. Please don't do that.
We may need a ship to find your brother.
So we pay someone to venture us towards that, to the lizard folk.
Don't sink our ship, please.
You go about your business, and I'm gonna go find a warm bed, cold beer.
And a ship to sink.
Like a corkscrew or
Shut
something.
up there.
And our new friend with strong convictions. What was your name?
I didn't give it.
Would you?
Yes, please give us your name.
Maybe once I meet the rest of the unseen servants.
Well, you met one in the plaza today.
That little goblin fellow.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spit on the ground. Goblins have no business in a society like this.
Jesus fucking Christ.
All right.
I understand that you came here for help,
I remember.
and I'm not sure if you're looking for trouble, but if you continue to speak freely and not mind your tongue, you're gonna find trouble. Don't speak ill of the dead, let alone one of the servants. You came to us for help, friend. So if you wish to keep that on her,
I'm not your friend, bud.
Let's not start that.
you best get some rest. I think the lack of sleep is wearing on you, and we'll see you at the ship in the morning.
Tanner, keep the stone away from him.
I'll see you at the ship then. Praise be to Bahamut. and I will turn around and walk away.
Bahamut or Baphomet?
Did your friends get lost?
You told us 20 minutes.
Listen, fuck if I know.
It's not like it's a hard place to find. It's the biggest goddamn house in the whole town. We left the door open.
Maybe they got into a political argument.
Good God.
You just walk out. We're just teabagging Gellan's body.
Yeah, once the dragon born leaves, we can like peek out, see what the volume is like on the street, and then make our way in.
It's pretty quiet. It's pretty
Okay.
All right, you guys can walk your way over to the front there. I'll crack the door for you.
Wait, you cracked the wrong door.
It's this door over here.
Who opened this door?
Fucking none of your business.
You
This is
opened it.
this is the front door.
Yeah, he said he cracked the door open and he opened that door.
Oh, shit. Oh, my scene was all fucked up. Okay, it's about goddamn time.
Sorry, we ran into
You'll
a fan.
never guess who we just met.
I don't care. I'm not being paid overtime. What do you want to see? And I'll take you there.
Well, let's start with that elf.
Oceanus.
Right. Up with me.
He's alive, correct?
Yes, he's fine. Go up the left path only.
What's on the right path?
Just listen. And he walks across this little walkway, cracks his door.
Oh,
Wait, are we going in or
up the
Up
stairs.
the stairs.
Up the stairs.
fucked me up? I'm gonna do.
Just don't touch any of the armors. Understand?
Roger.
Don't step on the carpet. And in here, you're fine. Cade's just chilling downstairs. Okay, we're gonna have to drag ourselves in here. All right. Or find an
Yeah,
angle.
fuck.
Christ, there you go. And then he walks up, pulls out one of the books, and slides the entire bookshelf. It's up here.
No light here.
There's no light.
Can't see nothing. Unless, I guess he's not supposed to be here.
I think there's no light up.
I can see all of you.
And he comes up here and he goes, he sleeps a lot. And he just pulls back the sheet on this bed over here. And there, still sleeping despite the disruption, is your pal, Oceanus.
Oceanus took me by the hand, went me to the land.
Can I like
Okay. Fucking Christ.
shake him awake?
Yeah, I don't know where to go. Sorry, I'm lost.
I know, I'm getting you.
I've been drinking hella water, team. I'm so sorry. I'm like, had to urinate.
Yeah, you can shake him up. Huh? Oh. And he like looks around. Oh, and he sees Nameless, and he just,
Barry.
Barry. That's right. I remembered. Hey. Oh man, glad to see you guys. What's cooking?
Smells like farts in here.
I know, dude. I just keep farting. I don't know what it is. Something in the food, all food, you know.
Is he like chained up?
Nope.
What?
He's just hanging out.
Do you want to leave?
Yeah, definitely. I'm like a prisoner.
Well, we can help with that. We're just kind
Here to
of
say
we're exploring things around here.
Cool. Yeah, totally. Can I come with?
It's fine with me.
so long as you follow direction.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm in. Let's get the fuck out of here. This place sucks.
Do you sorry.
No, go-
Have any idea where? I mean, I doubt it, but where the alchemists could be? Oceanus. Did you ever hear Gellan talk about something like that?
No, it doesn't talk about it. But listen. And he like gets up and he walks over to this wall. He just like puts his ear against it. He goes, "Listen. You hear that?
I'll go over and put my ear against the wall.
Give me a perception check."
Oh, Janice is gonna fart, dude. Come on.
9.
He just got played.
9.
Yeah.
You don't really hear anything. You do hear one squeak out of his butt cheeks, but he tries to hold it.
He says, "Pull my finger."
Just sorry. Yeah, you can hear them. It's like they're not right there, but they're there. You know what I mean? They're up here somewhere.
Is it-
Alchemists?
There's someone's up here. You don't hear that? Come on, get on the wall.
I'll go to the wall. Can I listen on the wall?
He farts as you approach.
I'm also gonna listen.
It's a blue gas.
Percepciones?
Yeah, anyone doing its perception.
Dude, I got a 10.
10? Oh my god, you guys suck.
My perception is cum, dude.
Do we do it with advantage because he told us what to listen?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What?
Doctor, you hear you do hear a little bit of rumbling going on. You hear you think you hear chains moving around, and you hear just like talking, but it's distant. Somebody's got to hear that, man.
Wow.
I hear it all the time.
Is there like a door or any like creases or holes or on this wall?
I'll keep your perception check alive and well, and I'll say that as you scan the wall, you don't see anything like that.
There's somebody on the other side of this wall. I can hear them talking.
I'll look to Captain Longass. How do we get to whatever is on the other side of this wall?
I don't know. I'm sure there's some way up. Some sort of hidden bullshit or something.
Aren't you supposed to be the guide? What do we pay you for?
Yeah, I guided you here. I even told him before. I don't know how to get to where they are. And I mean, I just reap the benefits of them being here. Or I used to. To be honest, I don't even know if they know Gellan's gone. They're probably still just working.
Oh,
When
right. Oceanus, Gellan's gone.
Oh, bummer.
Not really. Wait. Why did he have you here?
I mean, he asked a ton of questions. Where I'm from, who I'm related to, how to get to where I'm from, the usual, but he just went on and on and on. I was like the most interesting person in the room all the time.
Where are you from?
Underwater.
Oh shit.
A city
What's the name of
underwater?
your town?
What are you, Gellan?
Nah, he's dead, man.
Yeah.
Long ass. How did the...
Wait, why do I go by that now?
I don't know. I think someone stole
You've
your...
seen how long your ass is.
Fine.
How do the alchemists give you stuff? Did they come up here? Did you
No,
meet
it
him in
was-
the kitchen during breakfast? Like, what was...
No, I would have deliveries, or sometimes I would just leave things in the middle of the hall.
Hmm.
I assume somebody was doing the delivering, though. There are active servants. Those things I told you not to touch.
So if you wanted a delivery right now, would that be difficult for you to procreate?
Well, I don't ask. My last delivery was yesterday, and I suspect that I'm not going to be getting much more.
What do they deliver?
Things I need. Potions. Drinks. Excesses.
So for us to traverse the rest of this mansion, don't touch the carpets, don't touch the armor. Is there anything else we need to be aware of?
Left side of the staircases only.
Hmm.
Oh, and don't go in the main hall, the banquet hall. You're just better off staying away from that area. That's the real death trap.
Are there any bookshelves with book levers?
I don't know. I don't go over there much.
What about pictures with eyes that are constantly looking back and forth?
I don't much mind the pictures, so perhaps.
Okay.
Anyways, if you're going to be doing this on your own, I will not be joining you. I don't explore that side of the house, and I have food to obtain.
Cap, before you go, the dragon folk that you had on your ship, he was the one translating for the lizard folk, or the dragonborn rather. Where'd you get him?
A faraway city, and he holds out his hand.
I pull my dick out and put my dick in his hand. What the fuck does this guy want, bro? I got it like that. I'll pull out 5 gold.
Wait, what are you, Drake?
Did you? It was. Wait! Don't pay him. I think I know where he came. What
It's
is
not.
it? The star.
It is something like that.
Stocks. The stacks. Some.
The stacks.
The styes is what you're
The
trying
styes.
your character would remember.
Stacks is from Ready Player.
We know he's from the styes. I'll hand him fucking 5 gold, whatever. Who ordered you to grab him, or was that of your own volition?
We just needed a translator, and he happened to know how to speak, and we happened to be in the area. Luck of the draw.
And what did you expect to happen to him? To say everything went hunky-dory.
Well, why waste a good slave? We would have sold him.
Very well.
Best of luck, I'm leaving.
Don't let the door hit you on your big long ass on the way out.
It's not that long.
Dude, your tramp stamps at your.
Okay.
Wait, he doesn't know that we know he has a tramp stamp.
True. If he's gone, Wyatt, there was mention that the alchemists may not know. If Oceanus didn't know, maybe the alchemists don't know. What are the chances you could?
You want me to be Gellan?
And maybe you could just make an appearance with the alchemists, and you'd probably get more information that way.
Could find his room and put on his clothes.
Yeah,
Just a thought.
I like that. We could do that. You want me to do it now?
Do we need? Could you take the clothes off of his body in his casket?
I think we're better off
in
trying to
his
find his
house.
room.
I just thought
Basket is outside.
I just thought that, it's more dangerous to keep searching through rooms. But I get it. I'm there.
I don't think his room would be booby trapped.
The path to it. Hey, let's find his room.
Don't know. Don't step on the carpet. Don't go. I just. We'll figure it out.
So as you guys are heading out here, I'll just say Oceanus kind of joins you up, and he just says, "By the way, I'm from Tritador." And as he says that, Feyorn, Barry, a little memory of two creatures swimming you up to shore. And you remember them speaking to each other in your half-conscious body. And one of them saying to the other, "We have to get back to Tritador." And then we're going to call the session right there.
No, fuck off.